Oh, let's have some fun, girls.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. Ruth Choate, hopefully you had a chance to see her a few weeks ago on our show. We have been talking about this night for several weeks.
Yep.
It's finally here. So tomorrow's the day for love, but today's the day for love for girls.
Yep. Showing love to your gal pals.
That's right.
Yep.
So Ruth Choate, she is the owner of Stone House of St. Charles. If you've never been, 4401 Maclay Road in St. Charles. And as she told us, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
sweet.
it really was.
Thank you.
I couldn't wait to get here in person. We've seen a lot of the pictures from some incredible weddings. And I had a lot of people reach out actually as I was talking about it earlier today on my socials. And people were like, oh, I've been there for a wedding. It's so pretty. I was like, yeah, weddings.
Yep.
But you want everybody to know that it's now going to be more than just a wedding venue.
Yep. All kinds of events we're talking about doing, like tonight's. I honestly have to be very honest with you. I did not know that Galentine's was a thing. I did not know. So if you're out there and you're like, what's Galentine's? It's not weird that you don't know, because I didn't know either.
I had heard of it, but again, it was from Parks and Recreation, a show I watched.
Me neither.
Right? But here's the thing, and I think we need to get this across today. I always thought Galentine's was only for people who weren't in relationships.
Okay.
But
I didn't know that either.
But I don't think it is. I think it's just love of getting together with your girlfriends.
Yep. That's what
it doesn't matter whether you're single, married, whatever.
Yep. Showing the love to your girlfriends.
Yes.
That's what I thought. That's how I have have figured out what it means.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen here tonight.
Yep.
So you have 3 big events that are going to take place here over the next several days. Tonight's the big Galentine's event. We're doing our broadcast from 5 to 6 and then all the fun. And I can guarantee you, guys always say that we cackle. We'll be cackling like crazy tonight.
True. Yes, we do. I do.
Music bingo is going to take place. You've got charcuterie boards. We're going to actually show that here in just a second. And some special cocktail drinks.
Yes, signature drinks.
You've been busy.
Yeah.
I said it was a lot of work.
Wedding with blindfolded with my hands tied behind my back, but doing this is first for us. So doing unique events that are like specialty type of things is definitely a little bit more work for us.
What was the most challenging?
I don't know. I think just deciding on exactly what we were going to do, the food we were going to serve, because I don't serve food at a wedding. Nobody wants my food. No, but food we were going to serve, drinks we were going to serve, all that kind of good stuff. So I think it's going to go off without a hitch. I really do.
It absolutely will.
Yeah.
And again, so we're in Sycamore Hall.
Yes, that's what we call this place, because there's a gigantic sycamore tree right outside the door that the Arbor Society has come and said one of the oldest sycamore trees in the state of Missouri.
In the state of Missouri.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Sycamore Hall on this property, but then you also have the mansion.
Yes.
That is over 200 years old.
Yes.
And that's where all the couples are going to gather over the next 2 nights, right? Those are
so
sold out,
Valentine's
Day,
sold out. Yep. You missed out. Sorry if you don't got your ticket yet. Maybe next year. Who knows?
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. We talked about how this place is just a wonderful place. How many weddings have you had since you opened
Over
up?
1,000. I lost track now. Yes, a lot. We do a lot of weddings here. That's what we do. That's what we call ourselves, an event venue, and mostly weddings. But now we want to be known for coming out here and partying with your friends. Without being invited. Right. We're inviting you now.
You know what? And I know a lot of you got the call and said, all right, I'm coming. There were people that I think were a little apprehensive because of the weather yesterday, which I don't know. My mom said she got about an inch out in Lake St. Louis, but we just got a bunch of sleet. And then
it was a little bad for us, for yesterday, midday. Yeah. But we had my friend, I should almost give Jay a shout out. Hey, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Jay's got the big trucks with the big plows and the big salt machines and everything like that. And I said, Jay, you better come out here and salt. And he's like, really? For a Thursday night? I'm like, yeah, we need salt for a Thursday night. So he salted it all day Tuesday and yesterday. So
you did a great job.
We don't have to worry about anybody falling because there's salt everywhere.
Yeah. Well, and the crews, by the way, on the streets and the highways did a wonderful job.
Yeah, and I don't think it was even an issue anymore. No. Yeah, so it's all cleared off. And even if we didn't have the salt, I still think we'd be okay. But there's salt everywhere.
Are we going to have some salt for margaritas?
Yes, that's what I swear. That's exactly where my head was going. Same as yours. Exactly. We'll have salt tonight, but it will be for the drinks, not for the roads.
What are the drinks we're going to have tonight?
So I think, because I'm not doing the drinks, because I have a Booze Brothers does all beverages here. I know there's a pink Starburst. Okay. And I think that there's another pink drink that is
I saw 2 pinks.
Yeah, I know. There's I think they actually have 3 pink drinks.
3 pink drinks.
I think one is just a traditional strawberry margarita, because has.
Well, then we do need salt.
Yeah, exactly. The lady salt. In the strawberry margaritas, but I don't remember what the third one was.
It's okay. It's just going to be good.
Oh wait, no, it's something with dragon fruit.
Oh, now that's the one I want.
It's something with dragon fruit. I didn't even know. I think I've had a dragon fruit one time. Have you ever had it?
I've had it once.
Yes, it has dragon fruit syrup, which makes the most beautiful pink.
Okay, so see, when we told you that signature cocktail boards are all the rage, Michelle actually is the one that introduced me to that. She's like, "Do you know about this?"
Michelle.
Good job, Michelle. Yes. So signature cocktail boards, but then also the charcuterie board. So I'm going to grab that here in just a second. That's what you're going to have at all the tables.
Yep.
Did you make the charcuterie boards?
The team did.
The team
I know. I cleaned the board off and wrote "Happy Galentine's Day" on the mirror.
You contributed.
And you can see this behind us. This is from Artistry Florals.
Oh, this,
yes, that's Randy from Artistry.
Way to go, Randy!
Amazing. Yes, and then we have Fake Booth here tonight. I don't even know where Jacob even went.
Do you know what it sounds like you just said?
Yeah,
we have fake boobs.
No, they're all real. They're all real. Yeah, Fake Booth.
I don't know.
Elizabeth,
there might be someone that
Jacob?
Gets here. Okay, we're gonna.
Where I swear. Do you want me to help? You want me to get on one side and you get on the other side and see if you can see this thing?
That's a lot of yumminess right there. Nuts,
fruits,
grapefruits, strawberries, dates.
Yes, dates.
We have a date tonight. All right, we've got pepperoni.
I didn't even go there with that.
Little prosciutto.
People have been eating off of this for the last hour and a half, though.
We got some mango. We got some cheese. We got some blackberry. We have a date tonight right here. We've got a few dates with our girlfriends.
That's funny.
So charcuterie boards. I've actually been seeing a bunch of people online talking about, what do they get their loved ones for Valentine's? They get flowers, they get chocolates, chocolate covered strawberries. But there's a company evidently that will send for the guys who are I don't know what to do. They're sending charcuterie boards in the mail.
Oh,
have you seen that?
I think a bordery or something like that. Is it
probably
called
a
that?
bunch.
Do you know that? Trust me, I think that's a really good idea.
It's smart, right?
Yes.
And it said, what do women love? They love charcuterie boards. And it's very, very true. That's what we have for you tonight.
Yep.
You also have, so a lot of people were like, oh, okay, so I come at 6. I was like, no, I would tell you to come a little early. You had mentioned maybe taking a tour of the property and then getting a chance to shop the vendors who we're actually going to meet here shortly.
Yes.
Diamond G Company. I cannot wait. It might be a bit dangerous for me because I love hats.
Because you don't have to be a cowgirl to wear a cowboy hat.
No.
A cowgirl hat, I should say.
But if you look back in my career, I worked in country music radio for a long time. I used to bartend at Little Bit of Texas at Cactus Moon.
You definitely need a cowgirl hat.
So I have one.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like this. So I'm excited.
They'll make it to your exact specifications.
Yes. And then we're also going to talk about permanent jewelry.
Yep. Summers in Greece.
In Greece. And then we're going to talk to the photo booth people.
Yep.
And then we want to give a shout out to your catering, by the way. Holly Berry Catering.
Yep.
They're located on Manchester.
And Kelly is going to be here, but I don't think she's going to be here until right around 6 o'clock. She's got little kids that had to get off the bus and had to be, wherever they have to be, but she's coming tonight too.
Well, shout out to her.
Yeah.
So have you worked with them for a while?
Oh my gosh. From the existence of this place. Yeah. Wow. She said they did the most weddings at Stonehouse of St. Charles of any venue here in St. Louis last year. Yes. So we do a lot of events with them.
Good collaboration.
Yes, for sure.
What do you think stands out for you with them?
Their team, 100%. Everybody's food is great because I have 7 preferred food caterers, so I'm not going to knock any of them. They all have amazing food, but I really love Kelly and her team. They're amazing people. She keeps her staff on board, and that says a lot.
She cracks the whip.
You know what I'm saying? No, I feel like that probably too, but I feel like when you can keep a staff for a long time, that goes to show that they enjoy working with you. They enjoy working here, and they're happy.
They're proud of who they're working for. So Michelle's here with us. She's moderating for you, but she's also going to show you around a little bit. So the photo booth, which is always popular. You pronounce it how? Fate photo booth.
It's French for party.
Well, of course, and that's what we're doing here tonight.
I don't know French, but I know that FETE is French for party. That's about it.
Just in case you didn't know.
Oui.
Elizabeth and Jake
Yeah.
are the owners.
Yep.
And so we're going to talk to them. We're going to break it down
Yep.
with all the vendors, and then the night gets underway. So you and I have been talking about just how popular music bingo has become.
I can't even believe how much fun it's going to be. I'm super excited for everybody. We kind of practiced a little bit with my team yesterday, and it was fun. I want everybody to sing. If you know the words and the lyrics, because it's only 20-second snippet.
20
of every
seconds.
song.
Okay, that's what I was
20
gonna ask you.
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody knows the lyrics. You know, when you know the lyrics, just sing along.
So we said we're going to be laughing here with
Yeah.
the girlfriends.
Yeah.
Evidently, we're going to be singing. It's going to be like a karaoke night.
Yes,
but you don't get the words.
Yes.
So 3 rounds?
And yes, 3 rounds.
Okay.
And I kind of almost consider it a little bit like Name That Tune. Do you remember
Yes.
Kathy Lee Gifford? Didn't Kathy Lee Gifford do a Name That Tune a long time ago? It's like when they'd say, I can name that tune in 3 notes.
I thought it was a guy.
There in the 50s, yes.
Oh.
What was his name? I can't remember. Oh,
Was
we're
it
not
Chuck?
talking about 1950s.
Did Chuck Woolery do that?
I
know
don't
he did
remember.
the love.
I don't remember, but it was huge. And I do remember Kathy Lee Gifford used to actually sing the songs.
Well,
and
she actually has a good voice.
Yes, exactly.
For those of you that are signing on, sorry you can't be here with us. This is what you're missing out on. Abby, by the way, will be here. She's on right now watching. Hey, all, wish I could be there. I will miss you. But she will be playing for you tomorrow night.
Yep, it's going to be really awesome. I keep telling people, too, this is going to be an amazing meal at Valentine's Day. That is sold out. But
just a reminder.
Because the ticket price for the meal, it costs that much to see Abby perform, like at the Fox Theater where she's performing.
Right.
Now you're going to see Abby performing this close
yes.
and have an amazing meal at the same time. So
that's why we were struck. Well, and that's why you bought the tickets. So thank you for listening to the call, because we kept saying when she was on the show, in every post that Abby did and I did and Gabrielle and Lori and all of us were saying it's an experience.
Yes, exactly.
So for those of you that bought your tickets, I can't wait to see you all over social media like crazy saying how amazing it was. And
it's
then
going to look so beautiful in there too.
You're also sold out on Saturday?
Yeah, so we're just doing the Friday.
You're not doing Saturday?
Yes,
I
know. It ended up being a little too much for us to get it all done and accomplished.
You've been busy.
Especially because I really was more interested in the experience of Abby with the meal. And I knew she couldn't. Yeah, so I was like, it's okay. Not a big deal.
Well, I saw the menu. Your food looks like it's going to be amazing
Filet, shrimp scampi, you get mashed potatoes, green beans, a beautiful salad, because that's what Holly Berry's kind of known for, is their house salad. Yeah, it's got like the strawberry, cranberry,
the nuts that are going. Yes.
Yeah, the raspberry vinegar.
No, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know, exactly. The chocolate covered strawberries, the cheesecake, you get it all. Yeah.
So that's tomorrow. Again, it's sold out. For tonight, though, can they still buy
Monica, I can't thank you enough for having me on your show. I'm just so blessed and grateful. Finding people like yourself and those that you interview is priceless. Being able to spread hope and joy, love, empowerment, encouragement, and letting everyone know that sharing their story is extremely powerful and their story is so unique and they need to share their story because you don't know who you will impact and change, and it could change the trajectory of someone's entire day or the trajectory of their entire life by just hearing your story. And for you to be able to share everyone's story and let people know they're not alone, thank you so much for doing that. And the intentionality is fabulous. I love you already. We've known each other for several months now, but I'm so glad that we were able to do this together and great things to come. So thank you so much for everything you do. Your show is amazing. You are amazing, and you're just an inspiration to everyone. So I appreciate you. I'm blessed to be here, and thank you.
Monica's show. It's very informational, but more importantly, inspirational.
People such as myself and others can come out and talk about real issues that are taking place in our communities.
These are amazing, really, really important topics that don't get discussed enough.
It really just promotes people who are making change and doing good in their lives.
Hey everyone. Okay, just like we've had in the studio, and you got to give some grace. They had some technical issues here, so we are coming to you on a different Wi-Fi. Now I see us back. So this is Caleb. We're introducing Caleb, the owner of Diamond G Hats. Uh, talking about your beginning. When did you start?
We started first official public event was last April, and in a year we've come a long way. And
I know. I saw it on here. Back live? Can you see us moving?
oh man, we're back.
Caleb's becoming my best friend. Does this ever happen to you?
Yeah, every time I go to a hat event, there's something that pops up, and I'm like, can we just have one that goes smooth? Just one.
Nope. And you just have to keep laughing, right?
Yeah,
you have to have patience, and you got to give yourself some grace and give them some grace, and that's life. And you just keep rolling with it. But I want to showcase you guys really, really bad. Again, all these wonderful vendors, besides the hostess with the mostest. Again, Ruth Choate with Stonehouse of St. Charles. We visited with her. I hope you saw her. Now we're talking about the vendors. So what made you get into the hat business?
Yeah, so it was kind of like one of those core memories. I grew up on a show cattle farm, and I remember, like, as a child, like, Dad would shape his own hats with the tea kettle, and he still has that tea kettle. Probably 60 years old now, that tea kettle, but he would take it and take his own cowboy hat and shape it. So I always remembered that. And then as time went by here, and we became a little bit more urban, moving into a suburban area here in the St. Louis metro, but seeing people still want to gravitate to more of a rural lifestyle.
Yep.
And the fashion's really come back around the last couple of years. So we started to kind of put more of a push on, bringing high quality hats and the experience of knowing that it's tailored for your head and your shape. And I mean, honestly, I'm very humbled every time we leave an event by the response we get. Like, it's just crazy how there's not to put myself in the ground with more competition, but there's not really anybody else in the area that offers what we do. No. And has that heritage of 40 years of hands-on experience. So
right,
it's been kind of neat.
So again, I had mentioned are you most active on Instagram?
I would say Instagram's our best, and we do Facebook. We also have TikTok, and we've kind of floated away from that with the threats of that platform kind of up in the air. So we do a lot with Facebook and Instagram. And while we don't have a brick and mortar here in St. Charles County, which is where we're based, we do private appointments as well as going out to public events, and we do corporate events and weddings as well. So we do kind of a bespoke private appointment. Yes. And, those are more fun anyway. It's one-on-one interaction. We may or may not help give you cocktails, and
then you buy more. You're smart, Caleb.
Yes. Let's get people a little looser with the wallet. But it's kind of been a neat route to market for us because we get to meet so many people. And I think that's the coolest thing is we've developed a really good grassroots following of people that are helping promote our business without really doing much of anything.
Well, once they have that on their head and people see that, it's the best marketing you could possibly get because it really is stunning. When I came across your socials, I was like, wow, those are absolutely beautiful and very unique and very, very different. I was just mentioning, I don't really think there's anyone in town that's doing anything similar to what you are. Do you think it's more women than men, or is it split?
It's a pretty good split, honestly. I've seen everything from women that come in and buy one for their husband to multiple people, or somebody coming in and buying multiple hats, So we do a lot with the Bush family. So Billy Bush.
Yeah, Billy's a good friend of ours.
Yeah, down at Bush Distillery. And so we've seen everything from cowboys coming from the rodeos he puts on, the chutes in the back. Yeah. They're our first customers every time we're there because they want to get things tuned up for the night show. To we were just there around Christmas time, and we had a bunch of execs from C-suite of executives from different corporations around town that like came just to buy hats. And so it was kind of neat to like see this big spread of people and know that like all of them are very thrilled with the service they got and the product they got.
Absolutely. So if you've never had the experience of bespoke, that's what you're missing out on, because it's just, as Caleb said, and you all know that I've been in design and wardrobe consulting for a long time, so I know exactly what he goes through. Just his end result. Talk about custom hat made for them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times people are like, oh my goodness, because you can go buy pre-shaped hats from a lot of different Western outfitters, but it's just, sometimes everybody's head's a little different.
Yeah.
And so you're taking this very like cookie cutter approach to like, I want something that's Western, where we, take, the time to make sure it's perfect for your head. If your face is a little off, like we compensate for that. And knowing too that like, it's not just a hat, like it's an investment. Like these aren't like, $20,
right.
Like they can go.
What's the range?
So we have hats that go all the way from 76 up to like 570 on hand. But then we also have the capabilities to order everything up to like mink hats that are like
mink hats. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So we can go really premium. And once a year, we also run a New Year's Day sale for 100X hats, which is 100% beaver, which is like, that's kind of like the nice standard without going excessive with beaver or with mink. Beaver is like, that's what you want. So 100% is like as good as it gets. And those usually run like 1,500, but
that one right there, it's on the screen. I've seen a lot on your socials.
Yeah,
right.
That's the patchwork.
Okay,
it's from Bigger Hats, so that is one thing that differentiates us too from a lot of other retailers in the area. Is a lot of people carry Stetson, Resistol, like names people would know, and that's great. But a lot of those brands are owned by major corporations now, and it's just a name. And so we really pride ourselves on most of our inventory is like Texas family-owned manufacturers. So Atwood Hat Company, which is really well known, and then also Bigger Hat Company, which he'll never own up to it, but Jeff Bigger ran American Hat Company for 15 years, which is like the Mercedes. Like everybody knows American Hat Company.
Yes.
And so he knows how to do exactly what they're doing, and he does it better for about 80% of the price. So
these are beautiful. Again, we're taking a look for you at the vendor booth that they have here at Stonehouse of St. Charles. I was the most excited. Not that I'm not excited about everybody else that's here, but when I saw that you were going to be here. So I'll be over there very, very soon after the broadcast. Tell me this before we wrap up, and then we'll be talking to some of the other vendors. How has your business gone up with the success of Yellowstone?
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of tagged in at the end of Yellowstone, and it definitely has helped because I think I say it in jest, but like everybody wants to be a cowboy and
a cowgirl,
and a cowgirl. And I think where we are located, St. Louis, while it's a really like metropolitan area that's got a lot of interesting, cool cultural things going on, we are also very close to our like rural roots. I mean, you could be downtown St. Louis and in 40 minutes be in the middle of a cow field with nothing going on.
Yes.
And so it's kind of like something that still ties our whole area together. And I think that's what like we're transplants to St. Louis. We've only been here for 12 years now, but we've watched you, many times.
Thank you.
But I think that's kind of cool because like how diverse we are. There's common threads across all of the different things, and I think that the cowboy culture is a part of that. And I think it's definitely become a lot more mainstream, and our concert venues around here have really done a good job of highlighting like that culture. And I think it's I don't know. Every time I always said I would measure our success by if I go to a country concert in the area and I look out across the backs of people's heads and I see like our little brand sticker on the back. So that's kind of my goal one day is to like go to a concert and see all that. But I have no doubt in my mind, I'll be just as humbled then and probably full of tears as I am most of the time when we leave events. Like it is really neat that we established the business as this cool offshoot side business for our family. And with the hopes of building it into something that my kids can take over. And so my 9-year-old daughter already knows how to like receive inventory, set pricing.
Oh, wow.
Duration. Really, this is like, I know so that company from fields to fashion through faith and family.
Oh, so I love that.
We're really, I mean, even tonight, the woman that's with me helping, that's my niece. So it's like very much a family business all around. So it's cool.
You can count on family, hopefully, right? Again, you can go online, look at their beautiful socials on Facebook and on Instagram. You have a website you want them to go to also?
We don't have the website yet. It will launch this year, and it will have we'll have the web store and everything up with that as well.
So the best way for people to do the bespoke experience is just to go on your socials and contact you? Or?
Yeah, they can contact Instant Messenger on Facebook and Instagram, and also our phone numbers on there, which 636-498-4980.
Okay, perfect. Check them out. Again, 636-498-4980. Beautiful. And I will be over at your booth very, very soon.
Great.
This is Caleb again with Diamond G Hat Company. We're going to talk with Summer in Grace Jewelry. What's that all about? Yeah, well, I need to even find out because, again, permanent jewelry is not something that I knew anything about. I had heard about it, but thought, what's it all about? Well, we're going to find out from the owner. Her name is Sky Weston. Sky will be with me next, so don't go anywhere.
What's up, y'all? Steve Ewing over here, and I'm hanging out with Monica Adams on the Monica Adams Show. It was awesome to be able to come in here, talk about what we do, and really kind of have some positive things to say about our city, about St. Louis, all the really cool things happening here. Such a great environment here, and I love her energy, and I love the energy she puts into telling these stories about the really cool things happening in our city. Thanks, Monica, for having me on the show. This was amazing. I get to talk about all my good stuff, and you get to give them that energy, which I love. So thank you very much.
Welcome back, and we thank you so much, Steve Ewing, and everyone that is saying all the beautiful things that they're saying about the show. We love it, and we're getting ready to celebrate 500 shows. We do these like we're doing right now at Stonehouse of St. Charles. We're ready for Galentine's, and we're talking to the vendors that are here. We told you to come early and shop before you got a chance to have your charcuterie boards and the drinks and the music bingo. This is something that I want more about. So this is Sky Weston, as I mentioned. She is the owner of Summer in Grace Jewelry. How long has it been around?
For about 4 years now.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So tell me what permanent jewelry is.
Yes. So it's this crazy new trend.
Yes.
I feel like it's becoming very popular. A lot of people know of it, but I've been doing it for about 4 years now, which has been so fun. It's just these little cute chains that are sized to you and then closed up with a little ring. So then you can wear them all the time. You can wear them in the water. You can wear them, doing anything. And so it's just kind of a fun new little thing. I've had some of these on for about 3 years now. They last a long time, and they're just a neat little trend.
What are they? So here's the thing. A lot of people like to take their jewelry off, right? You don't have to do that. So you're going to bed, you leave it on. It's not making any marks on your skin.
Nope. Yeah, we size it to you so it's really comfortable. Something easy. Bracelets are so hard to get on and off, especially just like the fit and everything can be tricky to find what works for you. And so these are just custom, and you also don't have to worry about clasping or worrying about any of that. You can just leave it on, wake up, and go. So it's a really fun thing.
So Sky, why do you think that's become so popular?
I think the convenience is one thing that's so nice, but it's also so fun to do with your friends, with your mom, with your sister, with like a group, kind of as a memory, something like that. So tonight is so perfect because our little Galentine celebration, super fun to do it with your friends and kind of have a memory attached to the bracelet as well.
Absolutely. So not just permanent jewelry though. What else are you known for?
So my business is called Summer in Greece. And so the business started because I fell in love with the country of Greece and their jewelry there. They truly have a jewelry shop on every single corner. And so I was there when I was in college and just kind of became inspired, came back home and started kind of making my own stuff, bringing things home, So everything that you see is handmade, inspired by Greece, inspired by travels. I love to travel. And so I just love to create things that remind me of trips and beautiful places and things like that. So kind of a two-in-one kind of business here. We do permanent, which is fun and trendy, but then we also have our staple pieces. The charm bar you're seeing there, you can come and make your own.
That's been very popular. Besides the permanent jewelry, that's been very popular. And then the coins.
Yes,
I am in love. Okay, gosh darn it. Now I'm going to be spending a lot tonight. I have 2 necklaces right now. One's like a silver and gold together, then the other is gold, and then bigger coins and smaller ones. That's still really popular.
Oh yeah, coins are never going to go out of style. I feel like it's something that was the first piece I ever made when I was like around 18, 19 years old, was a coin necklace.
Is it?
So yeah, that's our staple. I have one on tonight. It's something that I just always, it's just an always perfect look for me. I just love the coin.
Yeah,
look, I can get this little coin. This is a fun little.
You know what you need to do? I'm just telling you. So she's going to get on it first. So the pennies are going away. That's what President Trump said. Hey, I'm going to tell the Federal Reserve to stop making pennies. And the reason why is because it costs 2 cents to make 1 penny. And he's like, let's cut down on all this.
Oh my goodness.
So you need to start making some penny necklaces. I'm telling you, I'm getting you ahead of the game.
I love it. The ancient coin. That's going to be the next one then.
So fun. I'm guessing the first time you went to Greece was in the summer?
It was. Yes, it was. I went and spent the summer there doing mission work actually, and continued to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was such a beautiful experience. We have such, that's my husband there. He's my little helper.
What's your husband's name?
Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Josh comes with me to everything. He has been the true heartbeat of summer in Greece, and my family as well. They all have gotten on board with it. There's my tools. That's how we put the jewelry on.
So how many hours a day are you working on jewelry?
Nonstop. It pretty much definitely consumes our lives. Whether I'm making it, thinking about it, getting supplies, talking to vendors, doing all the stuff to get just the most unique, special things I can find. And I just have a lot of fun sourcing and bringing things back home from travels. We love to go other places. I go to Israel often. I go a lot of different places. And so it's fun to get to bring things back and incorporate it into the jewelry.
We are very lucky, you and I both, of having our husbands be a part of our businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't do it without them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So again, you're looking at Summer in Grace Jewelry. So if someone can't come tonight and they want to buy your jewelry, are you really active on social, on websites?
Yeah, we are in the process of building a website, so that should be coming here soon. Social media is Summer in Greece Jewelry, and we also do a lot of farmers markets around the St. Louis area, a lot at Lake St. Louis Farmers Market, which starts up back in
That's where
April.
I've seen you. That my mom lives in Lake St. Louis, and I love their market.
It's such a great spot. It's like just our favorite. We've created such a fun community of friends, and so that's going to be starting up here soon, and we'll be there hopefully often.
What's your goal for the next year, 5 years moving forward?
Yeah, definitely getting the website going. My brother is, I've been so nervous to sell online because I've just had so much fun doing it in person and didn't necessarily want to transition to online.
Right.
But as we've kind of grown, I've realized that is going to be the next step. And so getting that going, getting that built out, creating that kind of online base as well as the the base we've had here in person, which has been really fun.
So again, we're talking with Sky. She's the owner of your business, has been through social, through vendors and social.
Yeah.
So do people just see something on your page and then can they direct message you and say, I really love these pieces. Where can I get them? Or
you can direct message to order. We do a lot of events, and so we'll be posting about just different locations that we're at. So if you want to come see us in person to do permanent jewelry or make your own charm necklace, you can follow us on social media to find us where we're going to be at in the local area. And then, also online, if you see something you like, you can always DM and
get because these things are absolutely beautiful. So we just talked about how popular permanent jewelry is, the coins. Is there anything else, because you're going literally all over the world? Is there anything that you're seeing in other countries that you're like, oh, I got to bring this back?
Yes, there's always unique trends. I feel like we're always the last to get the
new trends. That's why I want you to bring it back
now.
So
it is super fun. Yes, one thing I'm not even wearing it at the moment, but enamel necklaces, it's really a new unique thing. So it's chain, and then it has little dots of enamel, which it kind of looks like a bead, but that is so hot, such a trend. It is so neat, and it's very cute. It can be kind of dressed up or down, so it's fun. I have a few different things over there, a lot of permanent in different colors and enamel. That's a new thing for sure. Okay. And then another thing, which has been around forever, but pearls in all different shapes and sizes. It's something that it's obviously timeless, but even these earrings I have on, this is a brand new shape. And you haven't really seen a pearl like that before, have you?
No.
So I get them from different places like Greece and Turkey and Israel, and they have just unique innovations of the pearl. And so it's kind of fun to see what's new in that space, because it's something that everybody kind of loves.
You're probably constantly complimented on your jewelry. People that don't even know you're in the business probably are like, where'd you get that? Well, I made that, or I brought that back.
Very sweet. Yes, it's a fun thing to get to. I love jewelry. I've always loved jewelry, so it's such a fun business for me because it's just something that I feel like makes people feel special and beautiful, and that's ultimately the goal of my business, is to make people feel good about themselves.
I had a friend that I worked with at Fox 2, and she always said, accessories make the outfit.
Yes. Oh my goodness. 100% I stand by that.
So I'm going to be going to the hat vendor, then over to her.
Me too.
I know. Michelle's going to she'll get a text message from my husband saying, stop her. All right, everyone. We're going to take a quick break. We're talking about Summer in Grace jewelry. We're also going to visit with the photo booths, which we need
Fun.
to. I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have more with them when we return.
Good.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are once again at Stonehouse of St. Charles. We've got a big Galentine's event, and you're probably hearing it's getting a little louder because the girls are coming in. They're ready for a big night of fun, music bingo, prizes, charcuterie boards, drinks, but most importantly, spending time with your girlfriends. We've been visiting with some of the vendors. Jake is one of the owners of several things, actually. Eye Candy Confetti, Eye Candy Rentals, and then we've been going back and forth. Is it FET or Fate?
So it's FET booth is kind of the traditional French
That's what I
pronunciation, but if you are kind of French Canadian, you do pronounce it more Fate. So a lot of the blues players call it Fate booth.
Oh, okay. Well, because that's what Ruth's been saying, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought it was FET.
Yeah, when you do a couple of weddings for blues players, you know
They say Fate.
It
It's
sticks
been
in with
Fate.
you. Exactly.
So how long have you owned this?
So we've been around since 2017, but my 17th year in the industry doing photo booths and weddings and events is going to be 17th year in March. So we're almost there.
I think you're going to be really popular. So Elizabeth is over at one of them. We're going to show her in just a second. But what do you hear, because it's evolved over the years, what do you hear that people most want in a photo booth?
A big thing is really just the instant gratification. So with our photo booths, you're able to text or email your image to yourself immediately.
Yes.
And so being able to immediately have it on your phone, when we have printing, it's on site and we make a photo for every person in the photo. That way you don't share it in an open bar. You know, why would you share at the photo booth is kind of our mentality.
Right. So what's been very popular, do you guys go to events and then walk around with those?
Yeah.
Yes?
So we have two of the roaming booths.
So I went like this.
Really,
Okay. I was going to say, explain
so
that.
It's about the size of a ring light and it allows our staff to walk around and take photos or boomerangs or slow motion clips or GIFs of the party in and around the party, you know, depending on the background. We do a lot of events where if they're cocktail hour or, you know, they have a traditional, like a pre-dinner place for everything, then they're going to have our roamers kind of where we are before dinner, and then we have like a full setup with the backdrop and the prop station and the printing station after dinner. But yeah,
look at how much fun she's having. So if you're coming tonight and you're on your way here, by the way, make sure that you have a blast. What are the most popular hats or glasses or whatever? What do people want to always put on?
The heart-shaped sunglasses are kind of all of the time. The disco ball hats, which is Elizabeth has one on right now. We have them in pink and black and silver, and they are very much like those Beyonce vibes. So people love those.
So again, we're talking about the photo booth aspect, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. How many people can all fit in to get one picture?
So we, our biggest photo, we didn't have a backdrop. We were open air, and I had 72 sorority girls.
Wait, what? 72?
So, yeah. So it was more.
Did you have a drone?
It was no. Our DSLR cameras do zoom out, and that really helps. And the thing is that we, you know, with the sorority girls, it was like some could sit on the floor and then be squatting in multiple levels, and so for that one, it was pretty easy. I would say at a At a party with an open bar, we can usually fit 20 people in easily. It really just depends on how far of a head start the bartenders get on us.
So how long has you two been together?
We've been partners in crime since 2019, and we're best friends.
So what was her background? Where did she come from?
So she is also from the wedding industry. So she's worked in wedding publications. She worked for a floral company, and then she's also worked in stationery. And so she does all of our graphic design, all of our marketing. She builds all 3 of our websites. She knows coding, which has been the biggest blessing, because I basically just kind of get to hypothesize about things I would like to have.
Yes,
and she brings them to fruition. Yeah. And I'm boots on the ground, kind of, day of, and the organization of getting all of the events actually set up with our team.
Look how much fun she's having. And this is the thing. People will go to weddings or go to events and they see it when they first walk in. And then I swear they forget, and then they leave and they see everybody else's pictures and they're like, why didn't I go to the photo booth? How many times have you heard that? I've seen it happen all too often.
We are pretty lucky because I really focused on our setup being something that's a little bit sleeker and more attractive that allows us to be in the ballroom most of the time. So usually, because we're not necessarily a box or an eyesore or a green screen, it really allows us to be able to be a cute additional focal point, especially with like the flower walls and some of our greenery walls and things like that. It really enhances the decor of a wedding or a party. And in that aspect, it means we can kind of be in the room in with all the action.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I think when you think about when photo booths all came around, they're set up somewhere. It's not necessarily in the foot traffic area, and that's where people would miss it. We came in here tonight, and you've got quite a setup. I mean, when did you get here to set up?
So we started setting up yesterday afternoon because we have 2 full photo booth installations with backdrops and props. And then we also have some of our 2 of our shimmer walls are here, one of our custom neons. We've got balloon installations. And then we've also got some of our orbs, which are kind of like balloons, but much, much bigger.
Orbs. Uh-oh. It's going to be a blast, by the way. If you didn't get your ticket, this is what you're missing out on. If someone wants to hire you, by the way, and have you at their next event, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
So they can very easily go to fetbooth.com, which is FETE. It's French for party, booth.com. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. We're pretty active in socials. And so, so you can look up Eye Candy. It's EYE Candy Rentals, or Eye Candy Confetti is our neon and like kind of our product line. So we do wood, acrylic, and custom neon signs.
I told you it was going to get loud in here. Everybody is having a blast. So weddings, would that be your top tier?
We do a lot. Weddings, and then it turns into like mitzvahs and birthdays. We do a bunch of corporate. We still have 2 or 3 more corporate holiday parties on the books for businesses that are pretty busy in the fourth quarter of the year. And then, really just anything. We do a lot of fundraisers, and we offer some really good fundraising discounts for those places. So, yeah.
How far out should somebody book with you before their event?
So, sooner is better. It really allows you to have the chance to make sure that you lock in the backdrop that you want in place. We're very lucky because we do have 15 units. So we can have several photo booths going on, at any given point. May and October book up the fastest, and then we do graduation parties all summer, all week long. So it's a lot of fun. You can book at the very latest. We have waves. So we have people that book 90 days or 60 days or 30 days, because if they have 10 RSVPs all of a sudden they're not buying dinner and drinks for those people. And so it's like, now the photo booth fits into our budget. Yes. So I would say a majority of our couples book 9 to 6 months out, but we do take last minute bookings all the time.
But try to be organized for them. Yeah. That way you won't stress them out. Again, we want you to either go online and find them. Where are you most active on social?
Instagram. At Fet Booth, at Eye Candy Rentals, at Eye Candy Confetti. Eye Candy Rentals will have a bunch of tonight where you can actually visually see everything that's going on. And then we'll post a bunch of the photo booth images on the Fate Booth page.
We're going to have so much fun. Again, whether you want to pronounce it Fate or Fet, just remember them when it comes time to getting a photo booth. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We're so excited. Thank you, by the way, for the additional lights.
Yeah, no problem. I understand the importance of good lighting.
Yes, exactly. All right, we're going to come back. I'm going to talk with my right-hand girl and ask her what she's most excited about. We're going to have a great time. We're going to wrap up here at 6 o'clock, have some drinks, some charcuterie. I'm going to do some shopping.
Yeah.
Those hats?
I'm running music bingo, so I'll be the master of ceremonies tonight.
We're going to have fun. We're doing 3 rounds with you.
Yes.
Okay, hold on then. I don't want you to leave yet. I didn't know you were doing that. Music bingo has become so crazy popular. It's like all the rage again.
Yeah.
Why do you think?
I just think it adds a fun aspect to it. And I also think that music, there's so much nostalgia with it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, especially when you're with your friends, if you hear that song, it immediately takes you, depending on what it is, it's, it's like, oh, this, we danced to this at someone's wedding, or we danced to this at a bar in college, etc. So I think it's one of those things where, rather than it being like B3, having it be a song, the nostalgia really kicks in and it creates conversation.
So do you think anybody's going to be able to name it in one, like we go back to the old show, right? Can you name that tune in 3, 4? There are songs that are so iconic.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It hits its one note and you're like, I know what it is.
Well, and now with a lot of the more current music, there are several instances where there might be like 3 or 4 first seconds of the song, but it could be one of each of like 3 different songs. And those are ones that are fun because you have, a certain generation yelling one song, another generation yelling another song, and then yet another song, or there's a lot where it's, there's a classic song and now there's a pop or rap alternative.
I love this. I can't wait. So we're going to do 3 rounds of music bingo. We've been talking about all of this. I'm glad because he's got this fun personality. So
we're going to have a good time.
We are going to have a blast. Again, don't forget about him, Jake, and again, Elizabeth, the owners of Fete Photo Booth, as well as Eye Candy Confetti and Eye Candy Rentals.
Yep.
You're a doll. I'm excited. We're going to have a blast. We're going to wrap up our broadcast and we're going to get into the night, by the way. There's a lot of fun to be had here. If you missed out, just keep an eye on Stonehouse of St. Charles' webpage, shofsc.com, because there are some big events that will be coming up, like murder mystery dinners and the like. It's a beautiful place, though. Don't forget about the weddings, but so many more events like the one we're having here tonight, by the way. We're going to wrap up when we come back.
Monica, I can't thank you enough for having me on your show. I'm just so blessed and grateful. Finding people like yourself and those that you interview is priceless. Being able to spread hope and joy, love, empowerment, encouragement, and letting everyone know that sharing their story is extremely powerful, and their story is so unique, and they need to share their story because you don't know who you will impact and change, and it could change the trajectory of someone's entire day or the trajectory of their entire life by just hearing your story. And for you to be able to share everyone's story and let people know they're not alone, thank you so much for doing that. And the intentionality is fabulous. I love you already. We've known each other for several months now, but I'm so glad that we were able to do this together, and great things to come. So thank you so much for everything you do. Your show is amazing. You are amazing, and you're just an inspiration to everyone. So I appreciate you. I'm blessed to be here, and thank you.
All right, everyone, time to wrap up. We brought Ruth back with us. She is the owner of Stonehouse of St. Charles. Ruth Choate, I told you that you're going to start hearing some laughter and it's going to get loud. If you think this is loud now, just you wait.
Yeah. Well, I'll start music here in like 2 minutes.
Yes.
With the laser light show, the haze machine, the fog machine. Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
We're going rage.
Yeah, rage. I know every time I use that, people are like, rage. I don't know if I'd use rage.
We're going to be bouncing up.
Yeah,
We're going to be in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
So as the people are coming in, and you've had a chance to just talk to a few people, big smiles. They're all excited, right?
Everybody's excited. I mean, I probably have only talked to one person that knew what music bingo was.
See?
So yeah, if you don't know what music bingo is, if you don't know what Galentine's does, it doesn't even matter. Do you know what having a good time means?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
And that's what we're here for. Once again, as we wrap up, if you haven't been here for a wedding or an event like tonight, we want you to keep following them. Stonehouse of St. Charles. It's SHOFSC SC.com.
Oh my gosh, you have already like memorized that.
Stonehouse of St. Charles. Check them out because there's other big events coming.
I think I'm going to do another event March 22nd. I have not, it's not set in stone, but it's looking like that.
It's not set in the stone House of St. Charles.
Exactly. I want to do, because tonight is a Thursday night with just the ladies.
Hey, the ladies
and I mean, if I
out.
can get 150 people out here on a Thursday night for just the ladies, I mean, I want it to be even a bigger rager with all the men and on a Saturday night. Yeah. So I have that Saturday night free and I want to bring them in here
March
and pack
20,
the house. It looks like March 22nd. That's what it's looking like.
You're also talking about doing maybe murder mystery dinner.
Yes, I definitely am interested in that. I'm not that great of an actor though. But I think they say that for the murder mystery things, like that part of the cast is the guests that come for the dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever been to one before?
Yes, down in the city.
You get around.
Hey, watch it. All right. Stonehouse of St. Charles. Again, thank you to all the vendors. Diamond G Hats, Caleb, thank you for coming on. And by the way, when Caleb was on, we kept resetting the show. So be sure to go fast forward through after we wrap up and get a chance to see him because his hats and the story behind it is amazing. Summer in Grease Jewelry, Sky Weston, thank you so much. And then again to Elizabeth and Jake with Eye Candy Rentals, Eye Candy Confetti, and it is
booth
or FET.
Booth.
No, it's either. He said.
Oh, yeah.
He said it depends.
Trust me, I told you he doesn't care how you say it.
Well,
as long as you go to
he said it.
FETE
He said a lot of the
booth.com.
blues players, like Canadian French Canadian, they say fate.
Oh, I see.
It just depends on where you get. And then thank you again to Holly Berry Catering on Manchester Road. You ready to have some fun?
Yes, for sure. 100%.
We've been having fun, but we're going to pull it way up to this level. We're going to go beyond 10. We're going to go all the way to 11. All right, everybody, we've had fun. Now it's time to really have fun in person.
See you in the future.
Yes, maybe March 22nd.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on them, and we'll let you know on our show as well. By the way, tomorrow, you don't want to miss, were you a fan of watching the Waltons?
Yes.
Okay, so
Good
I
night,
have...
John Boy.
Good night,
Mary Ellen.
Good night, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron's who we're having on.
Oh, nice.
Mary McDonough is her name,
nice.
and she's in town with her sisters from the Waltons for the Working Women's Show.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So they have that
awesome.
this weekend. We're going to sit down and visit about the Waltons. She's got books out. She was just on Hallmark, and she got a new movie. All of that. Tomorrow, we'll meet you at 7 a.m. I might be a little sleepy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Give me some grace. All right, everybody, have a great time.
Bye. Good night.
We're out. See you in the morning.
Good night.